Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm back with my dusty musty setup and very awkward. Actually, I feel very awkward filming after so long. Even though I'm not filming after so long, I have been filming all this time, except either I didn't feel confident enough to post it, or I felt it was too long to edit, or it was too boring to edit, or I made a whole ass video, which probably would have been one of my best videos ever. I made a whole ass video, but my mic wasn't working. Also, as you guys might have noticed, I have a mic now. I'm a professional. Right? I've noticed that right after I get like professional equipment for my videos, I get a little nervous and then I just don't film, which is not nice. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about 20 things I find chic because I think my fashion advice is very relevant. And this is not only fashion advice. That's the best part about the video. It's not only about fashion. This is about things I find chic, personality wise, fashion wise, whatever wise. And let's get started. Let's discuss it. Also, a moment for the makeup. I appear out of nowhere. Okay, let me explain my whole outfit because I want to. It's kind of like a fashion video. Anyways, I think the eyes speak for themselves. I don't think I've done this good of a makeup look ever. Okay, the key to having good makeup is do your skincare and let it marinate for like a few hours. So I did my skincare at like 5 in the afternoon and now it's like 2 a.m. And yeah, it looks amazing. Also, my hair, I did not get it blown out, and it looks amazing. And yeah, I'm just wearing a normal camisole top, and this is the outfit for the day. I do my nails myself, so I've done my toes too, which I'm not going to be showing for free. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be showing my toes to anyone. Feet are one of the grossest things ever. You know what I don't find chic? Feet. I hate feet. I don't like looking at feet. Even if I know they're pretty feet, I just don't like looking at feet. But now I'm getting over the fear. Pele, I didn't even used to wear like shoes which would show my feet. It wasn't like an intentional decision. It just I didn't find it creepy. I just found it gross. It's like, why would you want to look at my feet? That's kind of gross. Anyways, moving on. Let's start with our list of 20 things I find chic. Also, I love dancing around while making videos. This is something I've learned. I do not like sitting while making videos. This is so fun. Like this feels like I'm giving you guys a presentation, except it's like there is no pressure because I have like 200 views for every video, so there's no pressure. I can just do whatever I want whenever I want, and you guys will either watch it or not watch it. But no one can fire me. Anyways, starting with the first thing I find very, very, very chic are scarves or anything around your head, honestly. Anything, if you're using any accessories on your head, you're chic for me because first of all, that's something out of the box. So you don't see it very often. It's not out of the box, but you don't see it very often. So it's you need to come up with it. You need to actually put thought into your outfit for that to happen. And another thing, for me, chic is like a synonym for cool. So I know chic is used as like a synonym for old money, but old money is just I don't know how to explain it, but I just don't mess with the whole old money aesthetic. Putting an effort to make your outfits effortless is just such loser behavior for me. I'm sorry, but just put in effort to make it look good. If you're already putting in effort, why make it look mid? By putting in effort. That's just crazy for me. Anyways, scarves or anything covering the head, like caps or bandanas, are very cool for me. I always forget to wear caps. I always forget to wear caps. I always think this summer I'm going to wear caps, or this winter I'm going to wear beanies, and then I always forget. So if you remember that, you're very chic for me. Moving on to the next thing, that is sunglasses. So most of these are accessories, and some of these are fashion, clothing related, and some of these are personality related. So, sunglasses are very cool for me. I try to carry around sunglasses everywhere I go. So, yeah, sunglasses are very cool for me. I actually have two of my sunglasses at random people's house right now. I forget them everywhere I go because I'm not used to wearing them, but I would like to be used to wearing them. Bree, stop staring at me. She keeps staring at me. My dog keeps staring at me while I make videos, and now she's gonna start barking in a while or crying, and then it's gonna be you can hear it, and then I can't continue making videos. I don't know if she thinks I'm schizophrenic or something that I talk to myself, but I'm not. Moving on, white clothing. I love white clothing. I actually cannot even explain how much I love white clothing. I feel like everyone has this one color. For most people, it's black. for some reason, but everyone has this one color. If you see like a thing in five different colors, there's probably going to be one color that's always going to attract you. Every dress or whatever item in that color is going to attract you more than the others. And for me, that's white. When I try to buy stuff in other colors, it just never works out because for me, it's always been white. It's always going to be white. I love white. And not only because I love white, but in general, white is very chic. There is like a lot of clothing that looks very extra and very weird actually until you wear it in white. Like wedding dresses. Wedding dresses, if they were colorful, I'm sorry, but just no. Like I don't dig the vibe because they're so extra that they need to be a little on the lower side. And moving on, the fourth thing that I find chic is something we've already talked about, which is putting in effort. I love when people put in effort. I don't think there's anything more amazing than that. And now I've suddenly realized that there's a lamp in my background that I did not turn on, but it's okay. It look horrible if I turn it on anyways. Putting in effort is making such a comeback. Like I'm not even kidding. I remember like 1 year ago or 1.5 year ago, everybody wanted to look effortless. Everybody wanted to look chic. Everyone was a no, was a clean girl. But now everyone's a cool girl all of a sudden. And if you notice me itching my back during the video, that's because the stop is really tight. So you just let me do that. Don't focus on that. We're talking about something here. We're having a conversation. Anyways, everyone was trying to be very chic up until like a year ago. And now the whole thing about making an effort is coming back. And I'm very proud to say I never fell for the clean girl propaganda. It's not like you need to look like you came out of like a Brad music video all the time. But it's just I'm just saying that like intentionally trying to look effortless is just not it. Stop it. If you do that, please stop it. Stop shopping for like expensive ass clothes, like shit that costs like 4 5 thousand, only for it to be like dull, so dull. Because I know so many people who do that. I'm like, please give me your money. I can do better. I can. Just give it to me. Anyways, putting in effort is so back. You should start doing that if you don't do it already. For men, uh, I honestly don't know. For men, I think it naturally comes to them to be a little cringe with their outfits. So just don't put in effort. Just search something up on Pinterest and buy it and then just keep repeating it again and again. Next on our list, the fifth thing is having hobbies. Having hobbies is so chic. If you like painting, you're so chic, especially the cool hobbies like painting and pottery and stuff. But actually, every hobby is cool now that you think of it. I don't think there's one hobby I could come up with that is not cool. Like, there used to be a time where it was uncool to have certain hobbies, and I fell for it because I used to be such a hobby person. I don't know how to explain it. Now I'm not, but I used to be. I'm trying to get it back, but I used to be like such a hobby person growing up. And then there was this girl that I was really close with that I kind of wanted to be like. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to be like her. And she was very effortless in a way that she actually just never put in effort. I used to like try to make clothes for my dolls and stuff, and she just didn't do all that. And I used to think, wow, I should not do all that. And now I realize you should have done all that. If I had still been doing all that, I might have been at a better place. Like YouTube, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I saw no one around me watches YouTube, and no one around me wants to start a YouTube channel. And then I thought, okay, I'm a little weird for wanting to do that, and then I never made it. And then now that I've grown up, I'm like, I wish I would have started it when I was like 9 10 years old. I did start a channel when I was 9 10 years old, except my friends found out about it, and then I went home and I deleted it. I wish I would have kept that going because the expectations were a lot lower for the audience back then than it is right now. It's very difficult to make a name for yourself, but back then I got like 900 views and I didn't even put in any effort. Like there weren't even any cuts in the video, it just was a video and that's it. I get off track so much, but my point is people who have hobbies are very cool for me. You should have hobbies, even if you're not thinking of doing any of that professionally. You should still have things that you like to do. And my bangs are getting in my face, and it's pissing me off a little bit because I'm kind of out of breath. Moving on to the sixth thing that I just came up with right now is being in touch with your culture. And I just came up with that right now because I just have recently gotten on Himachali part of the reels, which I hadn't. If you guys don't know, which you most probably don't, I'm from Himachal, if the square face didn't give it up already. I feel like everyone from Himachal has a square face. I don't know why. I just feel like everyone from Himachal does. But anyways, where was I? Yeah. So I have gotten on the Indian side of reels just like a year ago. Pehle my reels all used to be like not from India because I didn't engage with stuff from India, but I wasn't aware what memes were going on, and that was kind of sad because why would you not want to? I get off track so easily, it's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, being in touch with your roots, doing stuff related to your roots. Like I love people. Like I live in Punjab right now, so I love people who do bhangra here. It's very cool. I love people who listen to Punjabi music. If you're from Punjab, in general, I love people who listen to Punjabi music. But if you're from Punjab and you listen to Punjabi music, that's cool. And if you don't, what are you doing? You're missing out on a lot of art. Anyways, moving on. Being in touch with your culture is very chic because there's probably something cool about your culture. Please find out and indulge yourself in your culture because it's going to be fun. Seventh thing that I find very chic is people who aren't on social media much. I don't think there's much to explain about this, but then it just kind of relates to the hobby point that you have other shit to do, that you're not on social media all the time, which is like, I can't relate, but it's really good for you that you do that. So I hope I can relate very soon. Eighth thing that I find really chic, that I find really, really chic, is having a dedicated area for something. Again, this is related to the hobbies part, but it kind of is, it's kind of not. But it's more related to the aesthetic of the area you live in. The point being that like having a dedicated area like a makeup vanity or like a pretty closet, not just like a closet, but a pretty closet, or like a library, or like um what an art room or something like that. That is so cool to me. Art room reminds me of like the school I used to be in, like as a child. It had like a beautiful art room. It used to be in Kullu, and it had like the art room was in the attic, and they had such beautiful paintings there. And yeah, it was amazing. It was so amazing that even as a child, I understood that this is art. I don't understand art, but I know this is art. Anyways, having a dedicated area for something, for your hobbies, for your whatever, is so cool for me. Closets are cool for me. Having what else? Closets are cool for me. Bookshelves are cool for me. If you're just casually keeping your stuff tucked away in a cupboard, I mean, it's fine. You don't have to do things just because they look a little cool, but it's just cooler if you do. Ninth thing that I find really chic is carrying a bag around everywhere, which I do all the time, which is why I think most of these things are just things that I find chic and I've incorporated into my life. So I want you guys to think that I'm chic, so I just say it and hope for you to register me as chic. I have a What's in My Bag video, so you guys should check that out. I'm actually talking like this a little bit because I love how my teeth are looking right now. Pearly whites. I think that's a self-explanatory. That's a self-explanatory. But see, now if I wasn't on Indian side of reels, I would not know what self-explanatory means, which is like that's very sad for me because that's a very fun meme to reference. I actually have forgotten how to say the real word, so I just say self-explanatory, and everyone thinks I'm joking, but I actually just know as much as the other guy. The tenth thing I find really chic is carrying a book around everywhere. So you carry a bag around and then you carry a book around and then you're just so cool. But you also have to read that book. If you don't read that book, you just look like a failure. Well, you should carry a book around. Don't worry about looking like a failure. 11th thing that I find really chic is short hair or long hair. This one I swear by. I think I find mid-length hair not that cool. I mean, I like my hair right now because of my hair texture and not my length. So my hair texture, I have really thick hair, touch wood, and I love that. But what I do not love is that my hair is mid-length. I used to have a bob. I used to love the bob, and then I used to have long hair in like seventh grade, and I used to love that. But now I'm just like stuck in the middle since like 5 years, and I'm not loving this. But if you can maintain a length, if you can maintain a bob, you're so cool to me. If you can maintain a pixie cut and if you can make it look good, I think you're the coolest person for me. I think you're the chicest person for me. If you don't make it look emo, for some reason pixie cuts look so emo until you do them right. So if you can do them right, amazing. The 12th thing I find really chic are laces, frills, or embroidery, or honestly any kind of pizzazz added to the fabric. If you're wearing a white shirt versus if you're wearing a shirt that has laces and stuff, you're of course going to look better in the one that has laces. So you should definitely look for texture more in your clothing. And I think that is also why a lot of clothing that might look simple to you is really expensive. because of the texture on it. So the 13th thing I find really cool is getting your clothing tailored, which I've recently started doing a lot. So when something doesn't fit me, rather than just wearing it the way it doesn't fit me, I go to my tailor and explain everything to him. And he most probably thinks very lowly of me because I take everything to him and I'm just telling him कि भैया ये skirt छोटी कर दो और ये tight top कर दो. So he was and your top tight कर दो. So he just I don't think he thinks very highly of me, but I don't care because he's not my brother or something. He's literally my tailor, so I don't care how he thinks of me. Moving on. I have this fear of showing my personality sometimes because I just do not want to be perceived as a pick me. This is actually how I talk in real life, guys, and people do mess with it. People do like it, and I want to talk like this online too because what is the point? I'm not doing this to get paid. I literally have like 200 views. I don't get paid anyways. I'm doing this because I like to do it. Let me do it my way. The 13th thing, the 14th thing that I find really chic is being well versed and invested in any topic like art, music, reading, dance, sports, or anything honestly. I just love people who have one thing that they really love and they know a lot about. And I think all of my friends are this way. I have friends who know a lot about sports. I have friends who know a lot about law. What else? I'm the person who knows a lot about psychology. Yeah, I just love people who have like this niche thing that they love and that they know a lot about because it's cool. Like it's really cool. As long as you're not bratty about it, some people are really weird about the things that they love and they're like really territorial over it, which I am too. I'm not gonna lie, but like I'm talking about other people right now. So I don't love it when other people like if I'm gonna tell a sports fan that I found something out about sports and I'm right and then they contradict me and they're wrong, this is gonna piss the shit out of me and I am actually going to be really pissed. I don't care if that's like your lifelong love. It's gonna piss me off. So don't do that. If you're nice about your interests, it's really cool and it's really chic. The 15th thing that I find really chic is having long term friendships. I cannot stress this enough. If you're someone who changes friends very often, you're the kind of person who's like, no one stays with me, it's time to look within. And I'm not talking about like just because you don't have a best friend right now. I'm talking about like a constant pattern of like not someone like not if you think people don't want to be associated with you, there's probably a reason for that and it's time to look within yourself. So yeah. But my point is that like being able to maintain long friendships, first of all, that is really cool. Second of all, that shows you're very reliable. That's just really chic, like a person who literally watched you grow up. Or it doesn't even have to be growing up. Like it could be that you met someone in college and then you're friends like 30 years down the lane. So that's really cool. It doesn't don't take it very personally. It doesn't have to be that you have to have your lifelong friends right now. It could be that you lose all your friends right now and make very amazing ones in like 2 or 3 years and it's gonna be fine. It's just don't think about it much. The 16th thing that I find chic is having a signature thing that you do, or it's like something signature about you. For me, I think that is packaging gifts by myself, so I don't get them packed by like the place I bought them from. I don't gift like I make the packaging myself most of the times if I have time. But yeah, and people love saving that packaging because I write some sweet notes for them on it, and that's just really cool. And I think that reminds people of me. So that's like my signature thing. If I'm going to gift you something, I'm gonna do that. I also have these thank you stickers that I bought that I'm waiting to use yet because I want to like give someone a thank you note by pasting that sticker. That'd be really cool.
I feel like I was very vague with my explanation. It's kind of confusing. So let me explain again. What I mean by the signature thing is that just having a signature action that you do out of love. So for me, it's like packaging the gifts. And I have a friend who makes edits for people, and it just, yeah, it's very cute.
Moving on, the 17th thing that I find chic is having well thought about chunky jewelry. Now I added well thought about because I know people do not think about this shit. So people are just gonna wear like a shitload of jewelry and think it looks cute and chunky. And honestly, if you want to do that, do that. You don't have to think about it that much because it is just jewelry. I've been trying to mix metals for like years now, and I feel so underconfident about the way it looks that I've never been able to wear that look out. So if you feel like it looks good, you should wear it. But I'm just saying in general that like just wearing a lot of pieces together does not make it look cool or chic, but if you're able to do it the right way, you are very cool and chic. The 18th thing I find chic is when someone wears robes, matching PJs, or matching lingerie. That is so cool. I've only watched that in movies, also because I don't go around watching people's lingerie in real life, but anyways, I only watch that in movies. and I've been wanting to buy a robe for so long. I just cannot get myself to spend money on robe because it's like people are not going to see my robe, but I also need to do something for myself, so I should get a robe. But my point is that like robes are so cool, matching lingerie is so cool, and yeah, PJ sets so cool. I'm gonna ditch getting oversized shirts now, and I'm gonna start getting PJ sets now, like matching ones, because that's really cool. But do not pay a lot of money for PJ sets, and also do not get anything except pure cotton or linen, maybe, because yeah, if your PJs are something you should lounge in, and please do not lounge in polyester. That's disgusting. I'm so scared my mic will stop working randomly because it's happened to me before when I filmed like a whole ass video and my mic just stopped working randomly, and then I just have footage in which I'm talking but you can't hear what I'm saying. So why am I holding this like a I don't do that. So the 19th thing that I find chic, a person who can make dyed hair look good, aka me. I'm kidding, but yeah, it's very rare that people can make dyed hair look good, and it's very chic if you can, because yeah, you just have good looks. Then it's not only about good looks; the styling takes a lot of it. I did not look chic in school, even though my I had like a very cute slick bun. I used to wear a very cute slick bun for school. Sorry, slick back ponytail for school, but it just did not look chic. But when I do the same thing with better clothing, it looks chic. So don't blame it on yourself. It might just be your clothing and your environment. So yeah, but if you can make slick back hair or like anything, a ponytail, a braid look cute, you are chic. I've said chic so many times in this video, it's kind of crazy. The 20th thing I find chic are people who just aren't concerned with romantic relationships all the time. And I'm not talking about being in a relationship. It's great if you're in a relationship. I'm talking about just only thinking about your relationship. That shit's embarrassing. Please stop doing that if you do that. Your partner is not you. You're not your partner. Stop associating yourself with them all the time. And yeah, it's you should have a loving relationship, and even if you don't, that's fine. If you are not in a relationship, if you're always worried about your crushes, if you're always worried about your exes, if you're always worried about does this person finds me attractive or not, or do people in general find me attractive or not, stop. It's not cool. No one's gonna find you attractive that way. And it's not only about being attractive, it's just embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry, but that's really embarrassing. But it's okay. It's just don't do it anymore. Please take my advice. It does not look good at all. It looks very desperate. Do you want to be perceived as how Cassie from Euphoria is perceived? I'm also watching Euphoria right now, so all of my references are like surrounded around that. But do you really want to be perceived that way? Because that's embarrassing. That's not fun. And that's 20 things I find chic with a bonus, like 21 things I find chic, I guess. But I just want to title it 20 things I find chic, so I guess I won't be adding that in the title. But we have another thing that I find chic that I just realized right now is having a quirky, niche little thing that you like that is so chic. And I'm not just saying that because I relate to it. No, of course, I'm not saying that just because of that. It's, of course, a very objective realization, a very objective observation. And it's not about me, and it's not about wanting to make myself look chic at all. Anyways, um, having something funny or something just weird and niche that you like, that's so cool. Because if you only like cool things, I have news for you, and it's not good. You, if you only like traditionally cool things, you're not cool in my eyes. I mean, you could be cool in general, but you're just not cool in my eyes. And that's all that matters, and that's all that should matter to you. So having niche things that you find cool, for me, that is cringe Punjabi music. I love that. I'm not saying if all Punjabi music is cringe. I'm just saying some Punjabi music is cringe, and I love it. Some people have Facebook memes was a huge thing, but then Facebook memes ended up becoming something very mainstream that everyone found cool. But anyways, it could be anything. It could be what? I don't know. I could only come up with like music references, but it can be anything. You can watch like for some people it's Love Island. Okay, actually no. If you like watching Spitzvilla, Love Island, stop that. Stop it. Do not do that. If you like one or two things that are mostly considered cringe, but only you like them, you're cool because you have exposure. You like what you like, and you don't care what other people think, which is very cool and chic for me. So, my point is being unique is cool. My point is being a little put together is cool. But messy is also cool, like chunky jewelry and not caring what other people think. And yeah, just being yourself is cool.